Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you know, this channel deals with physics of high school level ICSE. Here you'll get different videos of the different topics of ICSE physics of class 8, 9 and 10. Today, in my video, I am going to discuss an important topic of class 10 which is current electricity. In this current electricity, I'll give you the fundamental concept of current and different terms related to the current and the interrelation between them. So let's start today's topic, current electricity. First thing in this we have to know what is this concept of current or what is current electricity. Whenever we'll take the term current electricity or electric current, we know that charge can flow from one electrode to another. Means from negative side or the negative charge will move to the positive electrode and positive charge will move to the negative electrode. So the rate of flow of charge means the amount of charge flows through any conductor in a given period of time, in a unit time or in 1 second is the current. So electric current is the rate of flow of charge in a circuit which is a closed path through which current can easily pass from one point to another, or we can say the amount of charge flowing through a conductor in 1 second as the electric current. So when we come to the mathematical expression of this current, we'll get here current I is equal to charge Q by time t, or I equal to Q by t, or Q equal to I into t or IT. So I equal to Q by T and Q equal to I into T or IT. As we know that Q or the amount of charge means the number of electron or number of charge particle moving through the conductor, flowing through the conductor into the charge of one charge particle. So Q equal to N into E, where N is the number of electron and E is the charge of one electron. And we'll get I equal to Q by T, that means N E by T or N into E by T. If we'll come the unit part, here you can see the uh, uh, flow of electron. Unit if will come to the unit of current, in that I equal to Q by T, or unit is coulomb per second or ampere. It will come to the direction of flow of current. Direction of flow of current means usually electron is moving from negative side toward the positive side, whereas positive charge is moving from positive side toward the negative side. We are taking conventionally the direction of flow of current as the opposite of flow of electron, which is electron flowing from negative to positive. So conventional current, or conventionally we are taking the flow of current from positive to negative. So here you can see, define the unit of current or ampere. So 1 ampere can be defined as, by taking the mathematical expression we will define I equal to Q by T, where how we can get 1 ampere? If 1 coulomb of charge flows through the conductor for 1 second, that means 1 ampere equal to 1 coulomb by 1 second. 1 coulomb of charge flowing through a conductor for 1 second is the 1 ampere. So this is, and this current in a circuit can be measured by an instrument called ammeter. Ammeter always connect in the circuit direct in a series. So this is about the current, and this current flows through a conductor because of two factor. One is the potential difference, second the resistance. So first thing, what is that potential difference means? Potential, whenever a charge particle is moving from infinite point from the source to any other point, that's what we can say the potential. Potential is the work done by the charge to move from infinity to that point. But when you take any two given point, here you can see A and B, 2 points given to us. In this 2 point A and B, we can see the amount of charge in A point, amount of charge or amount of work done by the charge in A point, and amount of work done by the charge in B point. If we take the difference, we'll get the potential difference. Potential difference is the work done by the charge particle between any two given point. means work done by charge is the potential difference. Potential difference denoted by the letter V. So V equal to W by Q. So we got here one is current, one is potential difference. So next one, here we can discuss whenever a charge particle move through a conductor, in that how much the amount of work done we know F into D, means here particles are moving from one path to another due to the force, electromotive force. So when they will move from one point to another, because of the displacement by the charge particles, will get the work done. So work done W is equal to the F into D, and here to find how much work done by charge, or W by Q, will get potential, and the difference of potential between any two given point will get potential difference. Potential difference having the unit volt, and we can define this 1 volt as, we know V equal to W by Q. So 1 volt equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. Coulomb is the SI unit of charge, joule is the SI unit of work done. So 1 volt equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. That means 1 volt can be defined as the work done to take 1 coulomb of, if the work done is 1 joule to take to move 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another. So 1 volt of potential difference when 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another. The potential difference can be measured by using an instrument called voltmeter, which is always connected in the circuit parallel. This is potential difference. One more term will get in the electric circuit, that is resistance. Resistance. Whenever particles are moving from one part to another, one side to another, one electrode to another, because of the collision between the particle, because the obstruction given by the free electrons present in the material, in the metal, or the nucleus of that particular substance, will get the resistance. Resistance is the obstruction of her. Resistance is the how much the particular substance opposes the flow of current. That what you can say the resistance. Resistance is measured with the unit ohm, which is denoted by a Greek letter omega, and this resistance, why that any substance give resistance, provide resistance. So what is the cause of this resistance? Resistance is caused because of the free electron, means whenever free electron collide with the each other, or free electron collide with the ion or the charge particle moving from one side to another, they oppose the motion and it gives the resistance. But when you compare between metal and non-metal, in case of metal, that free electrons more, but still they'll allow the current to pass. But in case of non-metal, they will not allow the current to pass, means they are giving more amount of resistance, they are giving more opposition, they are giving more obstruction, where the charge particle not able to move from one part to another. So what we can say, the resistance. So resistance is maximum in insulator, but very less in case of conductor. So moving electron can collide with the ion of the metal, there with the nucleus, and because of which their speed decrease. And average velocity of the ion, or average velocity of the electron from the source to the destination, is called drift velocity. So average velocity of each electron in a circuit always remain constant. That what you can say the drift velocity. This is resistance. So when we come to the interrelation between potential difference, current, and resistance. So the relationship between potential difference, current, and resistance was first given by George Simon Ohm, which is known as Ohm's law. It is a relationship between potential difference and current. Means whenever we are increasing the potential difference, amount of current flowing through the conductor will increase. Means current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference, where resistance remain constant. Means V is proportional to I. or V equal to V is proportional to I, or V by I equal to constant. That means V equal to IR. Here resistance is constant. Here you can see I is proportional to V. So I equal to V by R, or simply you can say V by I equal to constant. So V equal to I into R, or R equal to V by I. From this relation, we can calculate resistance if we know V and I. We can calculate V if we know I and R. We can calculate I if we know V and R. So from this we will get the unit of resistance as R equal to V by I. So volt per ampere or ohm is the unit of resistance. So this resistance is again depends upon some factor. Means whenever we want to first let to define 1 ohm. 1 ohm can be defined as when potential difference between two terminal in a circuit is 1 volt and 1 ampere of current is flowing through it. The resistance said to be 1 ohm. Means when 1 volt is the potential difference, 1 ampere of current is flowing through it, then we can say resistance as 1 ohm. So this resistance, whenever we'll say the resistance remain constant, but Ohm's law, if will come to statement, Ohm's law states that the current flowing through a circuit is directly proportional to potential difference between the two terminal, two end, when the physical condition remain constant. Physical condition remain constant means physical conditions, because the resistance depends upon some physical condition. But some, if we take all the material, some obey this Ohm's law where V is proportional to I, with the increase in potential difference current increase, and some are against this law. Means that particular material or substance or object or conductor which obey the Ohm's law is called the ohmic conductor. Which will not obey this Ohm's law, they are in the category of non-ohmic conductor. For ohmic conductor, current potential difference graph or VI graph always straight line, but in case of non-ohmic conductor we will not get a straight line, we will get a curved line. To find the resistance in a graph where current in the y-axis, the potential difference in the x-axis, we can find the graph where we can find the resistance by taking the slope, change in y-axis by change in x-axis, or change in current by change in potential difference. Means to calculate the resistance, here you can see V by I equal to R, but here in the slope we got change in current by change in potential difference, so we'll get 1 by R. 1 by R equal to I by V, and R equal to V by I. So we can calculate the resistance by taking a VI graph, and which obey the Ohm's law, ohmic conductor, which will not obey the Ohm's law, that is non-ohmic conductor. Next one, resistance of a conductor depends on different factors. First factor it depends is the length. Means if the length of the wire or length of the conductor is more, the particle has to travel more distance. That means number of collision will increase, because of which the amount of obstruction, amount of collision will increase, which gives rise to more resistance. So the resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length of conductor. When it comes to the area means the surface. So whenever the area of cross section will increase, the particle will get more space to move. So the number of collision gradually decrease, because of which resistance decrease. So resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of a conductor. When it comes to the material means it is made of metal, non-metal, or metalloid. Means it is a conductor, insulator, or semiconductor. In that case, conductor case, resistance very less. In case of semiconductor, it is little bit more. In case of insulator, very high. Means which type of material we are using, that also resistance depends. Another factor, it depends on temperature. With the increase in temperature, number of particle, because when temperature increase, the kinetic energy of the particle gradually increase. Means they will come to the excited state and they will move in a more velocity or more speed. Because of that, number of collision gradually increase. So for that reason, obstruction given by the particle will increase. For that we can say with the increase in temperature, resistance increase, and with the decrease in temperature resistance decrease. Next one, here you can see the relationship between this resistance, uh, length, area and temperature, where we'll get one constant which is called specific resistance or resistivity. R or resistance is directly proportional to length. R or resistance inversely proportional to area. So we'll get R is proportional to L by A. To equalize in a proportion, we are using a constant of proportionality. Here the constant of proportionality is rho. This one, rho. Rho is the specific resistance, or rho is the resistivity. What you can say the resistivity? So here you can see, to find rho or to find the resistivity, what will get? To find the resistivity, we will get here resistivity equal to R resistance into area into length. Means when you come to the unit of resistivity, R ohm, A meter square by meter. That means ohm meter is the unit of specific resistance. But when length is 1 meter, when area is 1 meter square, then we will get the specific resistance or resistivity is equal to resistance. So what you can say the resistivity? Specific resistance or resistivity is equal to resistance when length is 1 meter and area 1 meter square. Means for unit length and unit area, specific resistance and resistance are equal. But what you can say the resistivity? Resistivity is a property. Resistivity is that property by which any substance offer resistance. Some substances are giving more resistance, the resistivity high. Some are giving less resistance, their resistivity low. In the resistivity having the unit ohm into meter or ohm meter, and this resistivity again depends upon some factor. Resistivity is depending upon first thing, nature of the material, because different substances giving different or providing different amount of resistance. So resistivity is for metal less but for non-metal high, and it depends upon another factor, that is temperature. Temperature means with the increase in temperature for metal, resistivity increase, means resistance increase, but it decreases with the increase in temperature for semiconductors. Means semiconductor, metalloid like arsenic, antimony, bismuth, for them with the increase in silicon, with the increase in temperature, their resistance decrease. For that reason, we are using them in the solar panel. Means resistivity is not depending upon the length, resistivity is not depending upon the area, it is depending upon which type of material used and what is the temperature. So resistivity is that property or by which any substance offer resistance but is not changing. For a same substance, resistivity is same, but with the increase in length or area, is resistance change but resistivity remain constant. So resistivity is a constant used here. So to get R equal to rho L by A. Then next one, here you can see, next topic of discussion here we got one is current, potential difference and uh, resistance. Now another factor we got resistivity, and reciprocal of resistivity will get another term called conductivity. One resistivity is rho, 1 by rho, which is denoted by a letter sigma, that is uh, the conductivity. And when you come to a factor where before some time we have discussed, with the increase in temperature, because their collision increase, because they are because the particles kinetic energy increase, so resistance increase. That means with the decrease in temperature, resistance decrease. First time the concept, with the decrease in temperature resistance decrease, and to how much level maximum it can go, first time discovered by scientist Camille Onnes. Camille Onnes, with the help of mercury, proved that for different substances, if we take the temperature to extreme low, its resistance can be possible to be zero, means zero resistance, means total amount of current can flow from the source to receiver. So that condition or superconductor term used that time, where the resistance of a conductor is zero, means A superconductor is a substance of zero resistance at very low temperature. And this is first time given by scientist Camille Onnes. And for different substance, the temperature is different. Here for mercury, it is below 4.2 Kelvin. Means below that resistance is zero. This is superconductor. So let's come to a numerical problem. This numerical problem, if we'll see here, question, a wire of resistance 3 ohm and length 10 cm is stretched to length 30 cm, assuming that it has uniform cross-section, area of cross-section, what will be its new resistance. Here, to find the solution of this type of a number, we have to take the help of a relationship between length and resistance. So here, first in the data given part, L1, first length 10 cm, length 2 L2 30 cm, R1 3 ohm, we have to find the R2. Here you can see one relationship between them. R1 by R2 equal to L1 by L2 whole square. This relation we got from the formula R equal to rho L by A. So R1 by R2 equal to L1 by L2 whole square. If we use this formula here, you can see 3 by R2 equal to 10 by 30 whole square. That means 3 by R2 equal to 1 by 9 because 0 0 cancel. 1 by 3 whole square is 1 by 9. So we'll get R2 equal to 3 into 9 or 27 ohm. Means by this process. And here one more thing we have to look. In this question if we look, this statement is important in this question. One statement given is a length 10, where of length 10 cm each stretched to a length 30 cm. Sometime question may come that where stretch to double of itself time if we are taking L1x, L2 2x. But triple on itself, question can come triple on itself. Triple on itself means it is before whatever the that particular wire length. If we take one question here that where length increase triple on itself. Triple on itself means before whatever they are having the length, after increasing 3 times we got a means people look a number. A wire of resistance 9 ohm having the length 30 cm is triple on itself. Triple on itself means here L2 is 30, L1 is 10. Means 10 increased by 3 times, then it becomes 30. So we have to look the question and accordingly we have to solve the numerical problem. So this is all about the fundamental concept of current. To get more videos, you have to subscribe my channel and like my video if you feel it is helpful for you. And in my next video, you will get some more idea about this current.